Do you realize that I've built a brand that where I get to work with ideal clients every day? I talk about drinking brewskis all the time, and I get clients reaching out saying, "Hey Jackson, we're coming into town. Can't wait to have a brewski with you. Oh, and we have a budget of $1 million." It's amazing once you build your brand, once you understand who you are, how amazing it is. Secondly, this brand that I've built has allowed me to work and live wherever I want. I have teams closing these deals. It's been an unbelievable ride through this brand. But I'm going to tell you right now, there are definitely some cons to having a brand, and we're going to be discussing the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything about building your own brand. You want that information? Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? My name is Jackson Wilkie. In this channel, I teach entrepreneurs, business people, and especially those real estate professionals how to get more business 100% free using this platform, YouTube. If you want that information, you want to grow your business on YouTube, make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the little bell so you're notified every time I do a new video. All right, so let's talk about branding, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything you need to know. I want to just be, open and honest about this branding thing and some of the hardships that we found while building this thing out. And yes, I do have a brand, and it's Jackson Wilkie YouTuber, or it's the YouTube Agents, or it's living in Portland, Oregon, or living in North Idaho. We built these giant brands. And I understand my name now is a search term in YouTube. So that's a brand of its own. But we're going to be talking about, is that a good thing? Should you be using your name? And really just the what you need to know about branding. So it's just unbelievable to me, once I stepped out of trying to be, a top realtor. My brand right now is that I'm the shittiest realtor ever. And I tell people that, but that's really my brand. I'm not a good real estate agent. And you might be watching this like, dude, I'm really good at real estate. I love it. Well, that's good. What are you doing to brand that? Are you just saying, hey, my name is Chuck and I'm the greatest realtor ever? No, you need to prove it to me. Like what makes you so good? Now, I'll put Jesse Dow, my business partner, up against any real estate agent on closing deals, about getting offers accepted, about knowing real estate. He's only been doing it for 3 years, but he's a mastermind. So I was able to unearth that from him. When we would start doing videos, he struggled to find what to say, right? And you might be in the same boat. Like, I just don't know what to say until I started, because my mastermind is telling stories about building, my brand is basically being knowledgeable about something and talking about it via YouTube. So I would start surprising Jesse with questions that he gets 1,000 times a day. Like, hey, why the heck would up in Northeast or Southeast Portland, I see a house that's $300,000 next to $1 million house, but I go over to west side of Portland and basically the biggest gap you'll see is 20 to 40,000. He's like, oh, dude, like, here's the thing you got to think about in Northeast and Southeast Portland. Those houses are 120 years old. So everything there has to do with square foot location. Whereas on the west side, you're in the suburbs. Like, I had clients who, they thought their house was worth, $100,000 more than their neighbors on the west side in the suburbs. And I had to show them, like, no, it doesn't work that way. Like, you're the most expensive in the neighbor. Anyways, yada, yada. Do you see what I did right there? I asked him a question that he gets all the time, and he goes, oh, my clients, they did this. I had to show him that. That's why he gets so much business and a lot of investors and business people. So while you're sitting here watching me, the pros and cons, the pros of your brand can be that you know something very, very well. You just have to unearth that. Start jotting down these questions that you get from people, from your clients, from, when you're on calls or when you're helping a client. If there's something that is continued to be asked and you can answer that, that's what you can start establishing. So your brand might be luxury real estate. It might be new construction. It might be, you might be a chiropractor, but you might specialize on low back pain or sports or physical therapy. Like, that's kind of your brand. You're the physical therapy guy. You're the lower leg extremity guy. Whatever it is, there's something that you know very well, and most likely it's because you failed multiple times and learned how to get over that. So, some of the cons about building a brand is freaking hard. You always hear that, like, you just go out and you just name yourself and you just talk about it and you put it on 50 different platforms and it grows. It doesn't. it actually works negatively against you. One of the biggest cons of building a brand is that you think you need to be everywhere to build a brand. Like Nike is on YouTube, it's on here, it's on there. No, like when I was trying to do my branding through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all that, I never established one. It's too much. I don't know those platforms. I didn't give a shit about half of them. And so that's when it really halted my business. And you might be like, hey, I have that same thing. Like, I'm told that I need to be on here, and my broker told me this, and Gary Vaynerchuk tells me I need to be everywhere. No, you're going to kill yourself. You need to find that platform that you're very good at, and that's the one that you go in on. So yes, your branding is going to be very difficult if you continue to spread it out. But once you niche into, if you're a blog writer, if you can talk all day but you don't like video, you need to be podcasting. Those are what you need to start building your brand. Now, one of the other cons is, are you supposed to name your brand you? Are you the brand? Well, inevitably you are. You should definitely be giving the information. But Jesse also is a business expert, and he brought it to my attention when I was talking about using our names. He said, no, you never want to brand yourself as your name. If you're Susan B. Johnson and it's Susan B. Johnson Real Estate Team, when Susan B. Johnson quits or retires, it goes. So you might be looking at like you have a team structure and it's under your name. What I'm finding, especially being at the EXP model and on YouTube, and a lot of real estate agents, they want to exit real estate, don't they? Well, if you exit, there goes the name, there goes the brand. So branding something is difficult. And one of the cons is we always want to use our name and use, Susan B. Johnson Real Estate Team. That's not a sellable asset. And once that person's gone, it can kill you. So that's kind of a hard pill to swallow sometimes, but once you do it, I'm living in Houston, Texas. Jesse is now living in Phoenix, Arizona, and we have a Real Agent Now team in Portland, Oregon, closing 50 to 70 homes a year and only growing because it has nothing to do with us. Our name's nothing. We built this whole brand, the Real Agent Now group. So now no matter what agents join us, they're part of a team that's not a name. They're just they're equal partners, and we pay them damn good too. But that's how we were able to scale and grow. So one of the biggest cons is that, we think we always need to use our name, and you want to, but that's going to limit you in the future. We also can sell that Real Agent Now team and YouTube channel for over $4 million. So that's something you need to think about. The con is definitely you want to use your name and build this team after your name, but can you sell that? Can you walk away from it? Another big con to branding yourself is the consistency. And again, that kind of piggybacks off of multiple platforms, but holy crap, was it hard to, continue to like brand yourself on Facebook and Instagram, and you're the top realtor and all that. It's just so hard, especially when you don't get any business from it. But once you break through and you start getting, the business from talking about it, being consistent, it makes it a lot easier. And what I mean by that is, once we establish the Real Agent Now group and using that on YouTube instead of, hey, this is Jackson and Jesse, your local realtors, it took us quite a few videos, but it broke through. And now we're searched. The Real Agent Now group is being searched. It's a search term on SEO, on YouTube, on Google. So, some of those cons can be very difficult. And that's why building a brand is not easy. But at the same time, that's why you can really start dominating in whatever business it is, because you're going to put in the time. But I'm telling you right now, niche down, use one platform and get good at it. Once you get one dialed in, then you can start growing. We have Pinterest, we have blogs, we have podcasts, all of that. But we started with the hub, with YouTube, building that YouTube brand. So obviously, the pros are pretty easy. Once you build this brand, again, I pinch myself. I'm sitting here in a house in Houston, Texas, building a new YouTube channel, living wherever we want to live. I don't close a single deal of real estate, not one, not zilch. I've only done 2 in my entire career, and I probably wasn't that good at those. Sorry. And I get to do exactly what I want. Like Jackson Wilkie is a brand. It's a keyword. And I keep saying that because I stayed consistent as hell, and I worked my ass off, and I've shot thousands of videos, and I speak to you guys multiple times every week, giving you all of my information and my answers. Just like you should be doing, whatever your business is, you need to be opening up and giving all of your secrets, giving all of your information away. It makes people know you, like you, trust you. That's why people pay me thousands of dollars to either come in and coach them, take my courses, get into our agency, go to my boot camps, because I've given it all away for free, but they realize how hard it is, how much work I put in, and now they want to get my expertise. It's the same thing you will see when you build your brand by being consistent and teaching what you know. So it also allows you to, again, step out, have a sellable asset, have a sellable product. I mean, you look at all these major companies like the Budweisers and stuff who purchase Coronas, and like, I don't even know if it's that way around or whatever, but they all built these giant brands that are sellable now. So the other big thing that I absolutely love about my brand is I get to work with whoever the hell I want. Like, I get these people who call me, who know me, who like me, who trust me, and are just like me. And we actually get to turn people away that are kind of assholes. It's a beautiful thing to get that much business and to work with the people we want, because we know if we service those people that have come and they've found our brand and they love everything we do, they're the ones who are most likely to refer us. You know that, and I know that. When you knock it out of the park with somebody that's just like you, you like you, trust you, it helps you to get future business. We're getting 2, 3, 4 deals out of one person because they love us. They loved our brand and what we, branded ourselves as. And I am the relocation expert. There's nobody better at building relocation teams, and I can guarantee that. So, yes, I absolutely love the aspect too of feeling like a celebrity. We don't have to chase a lead, nothing. These people call in freaking out, and when we like turn on the Zoom, the camera, which I don't even have to do anymore, they really just they freak out. Is there anything cooler? I can't cold call, I can't door knock, open houses, none of that. I sucked at it. But now I flipped real estate on its head, and I'm getting real buyers with really big budgets. Everybody's realizing during this whole COVID situation and the rioting and that they can work and live wherever they want. So they're moving like crazy, and they're calling me. Like, I flipped it on its head. They can't wait to work with me. Hey, do you have a contract? Can I sign a contract just to make sure we work? Like, it's just flipped on its head. That's all has to do with branding. So the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly of branding, you just heard it right there. But these videos that are popping up now, those are the videos that are going to help you build your brand and grow your YouTube channel. Start clicking on those, and you will be well on your way. And until the next video, we'll catch you later.